you haven't been following the news closely, there was a brief period of time where the world believed that China had contained the virus. Yes, there were a few cases here and there, but for the most part, the hospitals could handle the patients with no real problems. However, over the weekend, there was a major breakout in two important countries, South Korea and Italy. This ignited old corona fears, and if you have any money invested in the stock market, you've noticed the 12% drop over the last few days. This video will recap what we know about the virus, the new studies that have come out about the virus, and the fact that people recovered can still transmit the disease. First, it's important to put the coronavirus in perspective. We'll use the 2003 to 2004 SARS outbreak in China, which infected 8,000 people and killed nearly 800 people in 8 months, versus the 2009 coronavirus, which infected 10,000 people and killed 250 in 10 days. So immediately we can see the scope and scale of this. And mind you, the SARS virus was unbelievably devastating, and many people viewed that as one of the worst outbreaks in recent history. With those numbers in mind, let's specifically look at what's happening in Italy. Last Friday, so 5 days ago, there were only 6 confirmed cases in the region. Since then, that number has exploded, and as of February 26, Italy now has 378 confirmed cases, as well as 12 deaths in 6 days. Of course, these numbers still aren't reliable. We know that it takes at least 5 days, if not 7 or 10 days, for symptoms to fully manifest, which means there are probably hundreds, if not thousands more Italians who are already infected and just don't know it yet. The most concerning part about Italy having a major outbreak is that so far the confirmed cases are not being found in the boot nor in Sicily, but rather primarily in the northern part of Italy. And what that means is it will spread very easily to other European countries like France, Switzerland, Austria, and so forth. I hope you're starting to get a sense of the scale that this problem really poses, and that although the world had believed that China was able to contain this virus, the truth of the matter is we don't know how far it will spread or the damage that it will do. I would recommend taking some time to buy some canned food goods, stock up, just prepare for the worst, and hopefully nothing will happen. But the fact of the matter is, if it's already hit major countries like Italy, like South Korea, we don't know how far it's spread. This second part of my video, I want to focus on a new study that was released just yesterday by a series of doctors from Beijing and Zibo. I should note that this article has not been peer-reviewed, as it was just released yesterday, but moreover, because of how fast-moving this virus is, it's unlikely we'll get any peer-reviewed data for at least a few more months. Keep that in mind as we move forward. 10 studies were included in this meta-analysis, including a total number of 50,000 patients with the coronavirus. The meta-analysis shows that among these patients, the infected showed an 89% chance of fever, a 72% chance of a cough, a 42% chance of muscle soreness or fatigue, 15% chance of acute respiratory disease. Among these cases, there was a severity rate of 18.1%. And finally, but most importantly, the case fatality rate of patients with the 2009 coronavirus infection was 4.3%. I hope you can see the scale of this and the danger it poses to any sort of urban center. I'll include a link to the study below, and you're more than welcome to look at the numbers yourself. In the final part of this video, we will cover a very peculiar aspect of the coronavirus. Supposedly, 14% of the recovered patients from the coronavirus in China's Guangdong province are testing positive for the virus again. These positive tests suggest the recovered patients may still carry the virus, adding more complexity to the efforts to control the outbreak. Right now, there's no clear conclusion on why it happens or whether such patients can still be infectious. However, if it's still the case that they can pass the virus even after recovering from it, then the outbreak is much larger than we first assumed. Beyond this, it will be very difficult to report more data, but Unfortunately, because of the virus hitting more developed and free nations like Italy, like South Korea, we will start to get more actual numbers in regards to how bad this outbreak really is. I would like to thank you all for listening. Make sure to subscribe for more information, as well as share this video. The media is continually downplaying the effects of this virus, but if you need some sense of legitimacy, the fact that the stock market has crashed is a much better indicator for how serious this virus is, because I always like to trust the people that have money on the line, and the people with the money on the line are pulling out. Remember, stay safe out there, and have yourselves a good week.